I am Jonathan West. You are watching Death Valley Television, and your Death Valley Technical Scavengers have the biggest game of the season so far this week. It's the Scavengers hosting the Michigan Wolverines, and as we all vividly remember, last season Michigan put an end to the Scavengers' playoff hopes. It was a tight game. You went to overtime. And well, the Scavengers just could not handle the Michigan offense. That's plain and simple what it was when it came to overtime in that game. Now this is a bit more of a grown secondary. We've seen the little bits and pieces of problems they've had through the first couple weeks. However, the Scavengers are unbeaten on the season, while Michigan has fallen to 2-1 on the year. So the Scavengers still do have that on their side, but Patrick Skowronek was the man who toppled DVT in the playoffs, and he'll be here in the hunting ground to take on DVT this time around. 10 touchdowns, 2 interceptions already this year. He had 30 touchdowns all of last year, and he is a very, very deadly threat running this Michigan offense. Now, as much as Phoenix is their guy in the backfield, Cliff Tripucka, their tight end, is arguably one of the biggest guys to worry about. He is mainly a blocker for the run game, but he's already got 3 touchdowns on the season to tie his high from last year. So that should say all you need to know about how Tripucka's been playing here in his junior campaign. On the defensive side, Tad Arno has been their top guy at linebacker. No real surprise there. The 5'11", 217-pound linebacker has found a way to get tackles. 1.5 sacks as well already this season, but 88 tackles all of last year says exactly what he is. He is a guy that finds the football and takes down the ball carrier. And finally, Keon Turner, one of the many Michigan players last year who picked off John Bush in the playoffs for the first picks of his season and career. We'll see if that happens again. Right now, Michigan's still the only school to get interceptions on John Bush, and Turner had 9 all of last season. Let's see what goes down here in the grounds as we are off in this one, as it is going to be Michigan to begin as they take a knee. And out will come the Patrick Skowronek-led offense with Romeo Phoenix still in that backfield. First and 10, Michigan in the gun to begin things in this one. They go Phoenix right off the bat as you'd expect, and he picks up 9. Second and 1. It's a keeper for Skowronek, and he's going to have enough for the first. The blood red jerseys for the Scavengers as they blend into the red turf today. As another handoff here, and this one's going to pick up a new set of downs, and just like that, Michigan already into Scavenger territory. Skowronek to throw, he goes down. It's Raheem Clay who got there. They send the blitz. It works out, and the senior linebacker finds his target. Second and 14. Skowronek under center. He'll throw here. It's a short drop and throw, as that's going to pick up 3, but bring up a 3rd and long. Big opportunity for the Scavengers defense as Skowronek to throw. Pressured a bit, checks it down to Phoenix over the middle, but that's not going to get enough. Juan Donnerson was there, and it is going to be the Scavenger offense coming out after the Michigan punt. So John Bush begins in the gun with Nico Blanco, and they hand off to Nico, as it's going to be a short gain of 2. Tony V checks in quick. As to the air go the Scavengers, underneath for Zubnar, who had a coming out party last week. His biggest showcase of the season so far. 3rd and 1. Hand off to Blanco. Easy block gets him the first and more as they're getting closer to midfield. B.J. Crow now checks him for the first time. The freshman power back trying to find room, can only find one. This Michigan defense very, very stout. They've got to be weary here as Zubnar on the jet pass. Gonna find some, but not a lot of yards there. Only a gain of 4. 3rd down and 5. To the air they go. Underneath, Roosevelt Lamar. He's got the first. Tony V in the backfield. They have been subbing backs out real quick. The quick change to keep guys healthy as Tony V, though, takes a loss of 5 there. 2nd and 15. Bush finds his man short. That's Lamar, but he's not going to find a ton. Gets back to the original line, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Bush to the air again. It's a screen setup. Blocks are in front of Blanco, but not enough, as the offense, though, will stay out. They do not trust Feeney's accuracy from here as they flip this one to Alex Slade. He's got the edge, and he'll have the first. So the big plays get him a new set of downs, and the offense keeps them going as Tony V, though, can't go anywhere as it takes us to the end of this first quarter. All zeros on the board, and the offenses have not been moving as well as I think some would have thought they would early on. 2nd and 12 to start the second quarter of action here in the hunting grounds. As Bush to the air. He'll check this one down to Tony V, and he's going to have a nice pickup of 9. 3rd down and 1, B.J. Crow in. You've got to think they're going Crow's way. They do go to the freshman, and he's got the first. 1st and 10. Play action here. Bush checks this one down. That's Dakota Pounds picking up 5. 2nd down and 5 now after the Dakota Pounds 5-yard pickup. It's play action again. Bush on the run to the left. Has time. Finds his man, but Lamar can't hang on. He drops the touchdown, and it'll bring up 3rd and 5. Bush to the end zone, almost intercepted. Should have been. But instead, it's a Trent Feeney field goal. And, well, at least the Scavengers are on top. That drive almost ended terribly, but it's a Scavengers lead as Michigan takes back over, and Phoenix begins with a 5-yard carry. It's a keeper for Skowronek on 2nd and 5, and he's going to have the first down. So a new set of downs. Skowronek gives it to Phoenix. He goes nowhere. That's Keelan Holbrook who came down. 2nd and 9, empty set here. Skowronek, quick throw. Tripucka has a gain of about maybe 7 there. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. They go Phoenix, but nowhere to go. He's stood up by Ahmad Kiki. And it's going to bring out that DVT offense again. Play action. Short throw. Pounds can't find anything. Even lost a yard. 2nd and 11. Handoff to Blanco. Cuts back. And he makes a man miss. It's a 1st down run from Nico. What a run from the senior running back. They'll go back to him again. He's got a blocker, and that's a great run. Choi was in front of him, and it was a very good run for Nico as Ty Tabor checks in, giving Nico a break as that's going to be no gain there. 2nd and 11. Nico right back out there. They go right back to him, and it's going to be just a gain of about 2. 3rd down and 9. Bush, screen setup. That's Tevin Nicholas. He can't find much, and that's going to force DVT's hand to punt. And now the Scavengers defense back out there, as that is a catch for a 1st down. Under 2 minutes to go in this first half of play. It's gone fairly quickly as Skowronek gets this Wolverines offense moving quick as Tripucka makes that catch. And a quiet day so far from Earl Shell. We saw him get around the tackle on that last rush. But the offensive line for Michigan has done their job as Zach Achan with the catch there. 1st and 10. Skowronek swings that one out as that's going to be a short gain, and they go right back to that 5-wide set. Pressure, it's Shell and company. The ball popped loose, but nobody noticed as Michigan jumps on it. But some big sacks there as now they just go to the ground. Forgo trying to get the first as DVT has an opportunity with a minute on the clock. Bush to the air, connects with Nicholas. That'll be a 1st down as they go quick. 2 timeouts left for DVT. Bush connects. Zubnar, he's going to have it all. And he cut back in. He was trying to pull it to Sean Jackson. Maybe a little too early there to try that. But that is a big pickup for DVT. Zubnar using that speed once again. Got in the open, and it's hard to catch him. First and goal. The redshirt freshman still out there, number 7, Zubnar. We've seen plenty of him the last 2 weeks. As Bush keeps it, he's in! Touchdown, Scavengers! It's John Bush's first rushing touchdown of the season. Able to make some space thanks to Alex Slade underneath. You got to keep your eyes on 0 every time. But John Bush used that to his advantage as he rushes his way in. So with 35 seconds, Michigan just hoping for points at this point before the half comes to a close is underneath. That one's caught. Achan picking up a couple. Last play of the half. Skowronek goes down. It's Earl Shell. All by his lonesome this time. And that is going to take us to half. DVT on top, 10-0. But Earl Shell finally gets involved by himself, just beating up the left tackle that time around. So to halftime we go, 10-0 Scavengers on top, and it's been a much better second quarter. The passing game got going a bit, and Nico Blanco has taken over as the top back today with the best of the bunch. You can definitely say that. We'll see how things continue in the second half and see if this ground game can lead the way now to get this Scavengers team even more points and maybe kill that clock as quick as possible. Welcome back, everyone, to Death Valley Television. I am Jonathan West, and it is the second half of action here in the grounds as it is BJ Crow to start on the pitch as DVT begins with the offense. 2nd and 9. Blanco to the left of Bush. Hand off to Blanco. He has been a man possessed today so far, averaging about 10 yards a carry after that run. 3rd and 4. Bush with time underneath. That's Slade for the first time today, outside of a jet pass. 1st and 10. Blanco follows Choi for the first, and that's another big run for Nico Blanco, who has been fantastic today. Ty Tabor checks in. Deep ball here. It's caught by Slade, but a flag is down, and this one's coming back. It was Moses Holiday on the hold, and that'll make it 1st and 20. Bush to throw. Taking another shot. It's caught down the sideline. Zubnar. What a catch. It's a fantastic catch by Zubnar to keep this drive going big time as Tony V tries to find room, and this could be big. Choi banged up, and he has been a pivotal piece to Nico Blanco's ground game success today. So he will be out for a bit. You've got Manawai in for him, and that'll bring up 3rd and 1. It's an RPO. Wide open is Zubnar, and it's a 1st down with ease. Zubnar with over 100 yards on the day. Now back-to-back big outings for him as B.J. Crow tops this one off with a touchdown. The freshman once again finds pay dirt, and the Scavengers up by not 1, not 2, but 3 scores. So the defense back out there to deal with Michigan's offense, and there's the deep ball. Manu Coffey is beat, and right there, Michigan gets on the board and scores immediately. An answer to the drive by DVT, and it's simply once again just Coffey getting burned. Freshman John Bulaga making that catch. We've seen it one too many times. So it'll be 1st and 10. DVT's offense already back out there. As over the middle, that's Alex Slade picking up 8. 2nd and 2 now. Slade in motion. They flip it his way. A lot of space to work with. Alex Slade with a big pickup off the jet pass all the way down inside the 20. What a pickup. Slade had been relatively quiet, and there he makes himself known as it is 1st and goal from the 10. Hand off Blanco. He is stood up. 2nd and goal. Bush to throw. Plenty of time. Finds his man, and it is dropped. So 3rd down and goal here. Hand off to Tony V. He's dropped at the 3, but they keep the offense out on 4th and goal. Hand off Crow. BJ Crow's in. Touchdown Scavengers. The 2nd on the day for BJ Crow. He vultures another one and has just been the Jamal Williams of this offense. When they are down at the red zone, right at the goal line, you expect BJ Crow to power it in. 1st and 10 here for Michigan. They were able to answer last time around, but the Scavengers also did. As Phoenix picks up a good chunk there in the fourth quarter, just a little bit away from starting up here. Pressure sent, and it's another big play. Michigan with another first down. Skoranek already over 1,000 yards this season. First and 10, empty set here. And a flag flies, someone jumped early, and it's going to be on Michigan. So that moves them back to a 1st and 15. Hand off to Phoenix, and Keelan Holbrook comes down to make the tackle. That brings up 2nd and 12. Skoranek checks this one quick. Achan making the catch, and it makes it a manageable 3rd down and 3. Hand off Phoenix. He'll have enough for the first, and that will move the chains as that takes us to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. One more quarter to go as this ball has gone everywhere today. Both those fours, folks, as the 4th quarter is about to begin. 4th quarter action beginning here in the grounds as Michigan has a comeback to make, as that is caught Bulaga picking up the first. 1st and 10. They go empty now. Phoenix to the outside. This one is caught, and touchdown, Zach Achan. He got matched up on Holbrook, the safety, and he won that one with ease. So Michigan, once again, makes it a 2-possession ball game. But can the Scavengers offense continue their success? 1st and 10 here for DVT. Bush in the gun. Screen set up, it's intercepted. That is Keon Turner, his first pick of the season, and it is an easy interception. What is it about the Michigan Wolverines? John Bush has thrown 4 picks in his career, all to Michigan. First and goal from inside the 10. Phoenix goes nowhere. Raheem Clay on top of him. 2nd and goal now. Phoenix finds his way around the edge, still taken down by Holbrook and Clay. It'll bring up 3rd and goal. This will be a big stop if they can hold him out of the end zone. To the end zone, batted away, Manu Coffey. And it's a big win for DVT. The field goal is no good. He doinks it. A huge miss. And that means that pick comes away with no repercussions. So DVT takes it back over at the 20 again. Tony V on the ground. Picking up 6 right off the bat as Blanco checks in now. 2nd and 4. Handoff. Blanco bounced off a man. He's got a first. 80 yards today off 80 carries. It has been a great day for Nico Blanco as he goes back to the ground again. And he's going to have 9 there. Tabor checks in. It's a keeper. And that's going to bring up a flag, though. And this one looks like it's a hold on Albert Puzzles, the center. So make it 2nd and 10. Tony V checks in now. Hand off to V. Tony picks up 6. And here we go, 3rd and 4. Blanco back in the ball game. They go his way. He's caught quick, though. So Skowronek and company with hope. Underneath, it's caught. 6-yard pickup. The Michigan offense looking to get things going here as that one's caught quick by the back. A new set of downs. Phoenix checks back in. There you go, Phoenix on the ground. He powers through a man, but Crane pulls him down. 2nd and 3. Time is of the essence for Michigan now as the RPO picks up the first for now, but it looks like this one's coming back. And indeed it will. Nick Burt called for the hold. 2nd and 11. Play action. Skowronek keeps it. It's Shell that couldn't bring him down, but he's dropped by 2 other Scavengers. 3rd and 5. Skowronek in the gun making changes. He takes the snap. Downfield, it's caught. Coffey was right there, but it's caught. A new set of downs, and now the quick movement by Michigan. Skowronek underneath. That one's caught. Bulaga with a 9-yard pickup. 2nd and 1. Skowronek finds a wide open man. Trapuco at the first. Inside the 10 now. 1st and goal. Skowronek gonna keep it himself. Slides down at the 2. 2nd and goal now here as they move quick. Skowronek looks to throw. Quick throw. It's incomplete. 3rd down and goal here. Hand off to the back. Nowhere to go. And they'll go quick. 4th and goal. A massive 4th down here. As to the back of the end zone, it's caught. That's a big man touchdown. They had a lineman out at tight end. And it is now a 1-possession game after Koladai, the right tackle, picks up the touchdown. Well, with 2 minutes to go, the Scavengers look to hopefully clock this game with B.J. Crow, but he gains nothing there. Second and 10. Bush gave it to Crow, but nowhere to go. A second timeout by Michigan. A big 3rd and 10 here. Deep shot. Zubnar. It's intercepted. It's the second of the day. Matt Mesko on the interception. What is it about the Michigan Wolverines? I just cannot comprehend. John Bush just cannot find a way to get through a game against them without throwing picks. 1st and 10, the defense needs to do their job. Skowronek finds his man, and it's going to be a gain of 7. That's Bulaga on the catch. 2nd and 3, a buck and a half left to go. The voice is gone, and that is a new set of downs on the short check down. 1st and 10, Skowronek. Over the middle, it's caught by the back. gain of 9. 2nd and 1. Skowronek out of the gun, takes the snap, looks to throw. He gets his man, Bulaga short. It's a first down, but under a minute to go. They missed a field goal earlier, and that has been the difference maker right now. 2nd and 10 after the spike. It's caught. Tripucka gains 6, but the clock keeps ticking. Only one timeout for Michigan. 3rd and 4. Skowronek. Downfield. He's open. Achan. Touchdown, Michigan. Not like this. It feels like the playoffs all over again. Some late game Michigan heroics. Leave 30 seconds and all 3 timeouts for DVT. They need a touchdown. Bush wants Zubnar. He can't hang on. 2nd and 10. Bush empty. Deep shot. Zubnar. He's got it to the 30, 20, 10, 5. He's pulling the Deshaun Jackson to kill clock. Touchdown, Scavengers. The redshirt freshman does it again. He is making a name for himself these last 2 weeks. Unbelievable. It felt like it was over, but Andre Zubnar to the rescue. 1 timeout, 11 seconds for Skowronek. Underneath, Tripucka catches it. They have to take their last timeout. They've got maybe 1 more play left. 2 if they're lucky. Throwing it away. That leaves 3 seconds. This is it, folks. Prevent defense. Deep shot. It's caught. A spin. And that almost got a bit scary. But the Scavengers come out on top. 31-28. They get vengeance for last season and the way it ended. A big win and a big game for Andre Zubnar. What a win. 202 yards, 6 catches, and the biggest touchdown of the day. Another thing to talk about, though, is John Bush had a good day outside of the picks. You take the picks off the board, he played fantastic. Something about the Michigan Wolverines. As for the ground game outside of Nico Blanco, no one really excelled. And I'd expect that means we're probably going to see even more Nico Blanco next week as the top back. The wideouts, well, it was all Andre Zubnar, especially at the end when they needed the big play threat. And he certainly came through there. Defensively, Raheem Clay once again leading this team in tackles, but Earl Shell adds another sack and a half to his day, and Eric Simmons, the young pass rusher, adds his first half sack of his career. But will this team be able to keep things going as it's number 1 versus number 3 next week as they head to the swamp, and the weather sounds like it is truly going to make it a swamp in Gainesville.